Colombia. Pasukin natin tong Colombia. Let's go Colombia. Tara, let's. Travel Expo sa Colombia. Pasukin natin tong Colombia. Let's go Colombia. Tara, let's.
So, hi, my name is Camila. I am from Colombia, and today I'm going to introduce you my country. First, in my country we speak Spanish. As you can see there, for us, check-in means welcome, bienvenidos, and check-out means come back soon, vuelvan pronto. As you can see here in this map, my country is located in South America. Here we have connection with Venezuela, Brazil, Peru, Ecuador, and in Central America with Panama. Now please come here and see this map. Today we are going to show our country in 6 different regions. These are very important because are different one from each other. For example, if you come here to the Amazon, this is a jungle. If you go to the Orinoco, this is plain. In the Andes, we have mountains and we have snow and deserts. And these two are the coasts. In this journey, you are going to make a relationship between them and the four elements: fire, water, earth, and earth. So please come with me and start this journey. Please come here.
This is part of the earth tour that we have. As you can see, there is a balcony over there that you can get into the full color. And then you can get after that, I'll show you later some balconies. But as you may see here, we got some pictures about the birds. We have in Colombia more than 1,900 varieties of birds. We are very recognized about it. And also, we want to talk about the mountains. That's why in the mountains, we have this variety of birds because we have 3 different mountains. That's why we have 4 different weathers in our country, and it's a piece of work in one world. Coming here, guys, you can find some bicycles that we can buy. One of the most popular is the bicycle because these you have installed under the ground and some more ground where you can do and practice some sports. Over here, you can find a bicycle. This is one of the most famous bicycles because now that we have a lot of mountains in our country, this is the transportation that most of the people use there. And this has become one of the most recognized sports also in France and Italy, and we have won a lot of prizes about this sport. This one was one of the original ones that was used by Nairo Quintana and some others. Over here, you're gonna find some other places, like Coral Valley. I don't know if you have heard about the palm trees that keep growing here in this area. This is the home of also some fauna and birds. They keep living here in this one, and that way we keep protecting this area from other sports and horses, and also extreme sports like skydiving. Talking about the first element of the modern nature, which is Earth. From Earth, we find also a variety of towns like this. These are the most popular towns here in the area, the eastern area in Colombia. We can get also some examples of the city. The city is in Colombia, it's Bogota, which is the capital one. And is where you can find all the industries and the headwaters of all the companies in our country. We are the hub of many companies and the 3rd position in Latin America. Over here, we'd like to talk about the manufacturing some industries. We are leaders in the pharmaceutical industry, steel, metro. This is one of the most popular in Medellin, considered one of the most educated cities. As some of you already know, Colombia has the leader on production of roses and flowers that they like to be exported offshore to the US for Valentine's Day. It's also very well recognized and is the richest and soft labor in the world. We also have handcrafts that is also well recognized for you to take into the furniture to get it into the balcony. Come here, guys. As you can see, there are some examples of the balconies in full color. The one that you find is at the very beginning, some handcrafts and variety of climax in Colombia. I want you to please come and join me to the Chief. There is going to be a Shiva tour. That's the most popular transportation vehicle in Colombia. So please stop and get into the trip. Go ahead and enjoy the trip.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a cheetah? They're Colombia's traditional buses, and the one you're on right now is magical. Air, water, fire and earth are the 4 elements that are the essence of life. They are all uniquely expressed in Colombia. I am Earth, and we're here to tell you the story of a country connected to the rhythm of the future. The story of its people and their natural resources. Colombia is a blessed country, crossed from end to end by the imposing Andes mountain range, creating all kinds of climates, ecosystems, and unique landscapes. This is the story of the Western Colombian Andes, mountains of coffee and flowers. But if we talk about climates, we must talk about Medellin, the city of eternal spring where innovation and fashion bloom.
And reggaeton, joy, happiness, and the desire to have a good time also flourish in the city.
This is Omar. Did you know Medellin is the capital of the 4th Industrial Revolution in Latin America? Here, innovation is in the DNA of the people, helping build the future of the country.
Yes, innovation. But did you know that some of the biggest reggaeton stars were born here? It is also the birthplace of famous artist Fernando Botero, of whom you saw a sculpture before you came in today.
The chiva is yours, Omar.
Parceros, as we call friends around here. Buckle up your imaginary seatbelts. We're going to see some of the most spectacular places in our country. I'm an agronomist, and I'd like you to join us in a belly.
We can visit all of these places since we are nearby and well connected. In the coffee cultural landscape, one-of-a-kind natural, economic and cultural elements blend together perfectly. This landscape, which has been listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is the thriving result of hard-working coffee-growing families that have kept a legacy alive for generations. A legacy that embraces technology to continue offering the best possible product.
That way, Colombian coffee culture remains renowned all around the world.
All of these incredible places you see are possible thanks to Colombia's imposing mountain ranges and the various climates that exist at different altitudes, from reservoirs to rivers.
Waxstone valleys, even perpetual snow. Traveling through these mountains as we're doing today, I met a woman who stole my heart. Is she here already?
This is your chance. Good luck. Hi, Omar.
This is Estela. She'll be your guide as you discover the history of the Western Colombian Andes. Legendary Moors and valleys.
Thank you, Omar. May I?
This region of the Andes that we'll be touring is an example of balance between tradition and progress.
Let's start with Bogota, the country's capital. Art, gastronomy.
In Bogota, I went to university and started my own business. And although I wasn't born in Bogota, I learned to love the city as my own because it's a place where everyone is welcome. Its streets are brimming with culture and entrepreneurship. The people of Bogota are great hosts for both tourists and business.
You can say the history of these lands is very steep, isn't it, Stella?
Since I was little, I have seen people riding bikes as early as 4 a.m. These are the roads where Nairo Quintana and Ruth Rivera started pedaling their way to glory. And of course, El Bernal.
Hey, Stella. These mountains sure do take us to amazing places where you can rest, enjoy and breathe in local culture, don't they?
You're right, Eric. These are towns where the word luxury translates into hospitality, culture, and peace. Oh my, the handcrafts made in these regions are sold all over the world.
Stella, why don't you show them?
Okay, Omar says that I shouldn't let you go without showing you one of his favorite places. An ideal destination for those who seek thrills and excitement.
Earth, I think the time has come. I'm water. And in order to tell you the history of Colombia and its connection to the future, we must visit the Highland Moors.
Let's go!
Across these Andean peaks, you'll find glaciers and water springs.
Colombia is definitely a blessed country thanks to mountains like these that breathe life. I'll tell you why in just a moment.
Welcome to Colombian Massive with the water element. These statues are part of the San Agustin Park they are 3,000 years old before Christ. Okay. Inside Colombian Massive there are a different place with beautiful landscape. This is the Puras volcano, and here you will see the Tacasol. Now this is Orinoco. In the Orinoco we have the llaneros. The llaneros are like farmers. And one instrument of there is one is the harp, which you can see. And here the Amazon Temple, the long furnace of the largest de las Lajas, and one colonial town is the Popayán. In our hobby, we can offer different places for the tourists and different fruits. This fruit is only produced in Colombia, and the name Chontaduro is so strong. This is the páramo, and the popular place, this one, is the frailejón, the pitaya, mango, the chocolate. And the most important animal in the Amazon is one, is the guacamaya. It's so beautiful for the different colors. This is one popular food, is the ochuva. Yeah. You will see one video about Colombian regions. Yes. Thank you for visiting us today.
What on earth brought you here to the Colombian Massive? Ancestral origins. My name is Lj'sChannel, which means daughter of water. My parents brought me to this place when I was little, so I would learn that before us there were other peoples and other native cultures that had artistic and religious expressions very much like our own.
The mysterious Colombian Massif is the place where the most important rivers in the country are born. A place that feeds the Cauca, Magdalena, and Amazon basins. It's the heart of some of the most representative indigenous communities in the territory.
There are places in this land where we can find the knowledge of lost ancient cultures, such as Tierra Adentro.
That's right, Cato.
Water, so what is our mission in this Colombia of the future?
That is a great question, Cachipri, to which I have no answer. I am water. I cannot see the future.
I believe that by preserving our past and our culture, we can understand ourselves as part of the future.
I agree with you.
I'm going to show you something on this loom, the one my grandmother taught me to use. I remember the first time I visited the Las Sanctuary, a place my grandmother took me to as a child to sell our looms. It was the first time I came upon a faith different from mine. I was impressed. Then I visited Popayán to witness the celebration of the Holy Week. It opened my eyes to a world where we all have different beliefs, which we must respect.
Perhaps I know someone who might be able to answer your question. Show us your loom.
Welcome to the Colombian Amazon Orinoco, sacred rainforests and plains. Let us be carried away by the wisdom of nature. But first, you must open your heart to know how to listen to it.
He's Taita Manuel. He's a traditional healer of the Copan indigenous people, an Amazonian community that keeps its ancestral knowledge and traditions alive, which include healing rituals for both body and soul.
The air has granted us permission to experience the journey of the ancestral Moloka. Look down.
Whoa!
Be inspired by the hearts of our ancestors, the National Park of Chiribiquete.
It's huge!
It's a World Heritage Site, essential to the preservation of the planet's biodiversity and natural ecosystems. It's a true treasure.
It's so beautiful!
The River of Seven Colors is a great example of how water is life. Perhaps our future, indigenous or not, depends on taking care of everything we've been given, especially water.
Let's go back to my region. I want to take you to a very special place, Taita Manuel. The perfect place to gaze at the stars is the desert. For hundreds of years, the native peoples learned to follow the stars. We still look at them, so we don't forget where we come from. They are our GPS, leading the way to keep alive our ancestral wisdom. My grandparents taught me to look at the sky, but also to look at the earth, at the water, to know who I am.
Maybe that's the answer you were looking for. It's time for me to go, but the journey will continue to Ruben's Gallup.
From here, where the sun sets, all the way to the Mavecure Hills, you'll find only virgin plains, epic sunsets, and an immense variety of flora and fauna. This is the Orinoquia. We, the Llaneros, learn to ride first and walk after. That's the way we are raised up. Here we grew up among experts. El Valle University, like any other in Colombia. The Llanera culture speaks of travel, horses, Toledo and Toronto. But if it's Colombian rhythm music, then follow the earth, and you'll happen upon a pleasant surprise.
Hi guys, good morning. So these are the last regions. These regions are the Colombia, Caribbean and Pacific. These regions are united for the air, and here you can feel the refreshing breeze and the warm weather. So we have beautiful places in these regions like Tumaco and Monpós. Monpós is a colonial city like Cartagena. Here we have Barranquilla and Marbella. In Barranquilla we have larger sports that connect us to the world and are so important for our economy. San Andres Island and Providencia. In this place we have the third largest coral reef in the world, so it's the perfect area to go to dive. Now we are going to learn how to dance Colombian music and how to play the drum. So enjoy. Hi ladies, enjoy.
With you the wonders of the Columbia Caribbean and Pacific. High on the air that blows through two oceans, flying through islands, moving with diversity of colors, whistling through jungles and deserts, and embrace their beaches.
Earth is also the rhythm that leaves and flows from the musical instruments. The Colombian Pacific migrates from the sound of music, tradition, and ancestral heritage.
Just that, air. Our whole life goes on a big variety of rhythms and flavors.
Jonathan and Shia, let's stop talking about rhythm. Let's show them. Jonathan, why don't you start?
Welcome to your first class of Pacific percussion. We're gonna start with a simple rhythm using the drums in front of you. Now, use your right hand first, like this. Try to follow the rhythm. Now, your other hand, like this. This is basic Urulao beat, which goes like this. Now, we're gonna try to do another rhythm. This time, we're gonna do a bunde. It goes something like this. That was really good, and our music reflects the paradise we live in. One of the most biodiverse ecosystems in the world, where thousands of birds and fantastic underwater species live. We can even find humpback and bird in our waters. But don't think that the Colombian Pacific is just beach. It's also Cali, a vibrant city brimming with culture, entrepreneurship, design, and style. With a captivating and electrifying atmosphere, whether you're here on business or simply to have a good time. After all, Cali is the salsa capital of the world.
Did you say salsa? I love to dance salsa.
Why don't you teach them a couple of simple steps?
Sure thing, Eric. Let's learn some basic salsa turbo steps. So what we're going to do is move side to side in counts of three, like this. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, faster. Arms up. Good job, everyone. Colombian Caribbean rhythms. Let's dance Mapare. Okay, everybody follow me, arms out like this, and we are going to push up and down in circles with our whole body into it. Okay? You got it? Now faster. From the indigenous Pavilion to the Raizanes and Palenqueros, with rhythms such as vallenato, oro, cumbia, which have been recognized as World Heritage, show the world that we are a land of contrast.
It is true. As you start heading away from the sea, you will find beautifully quaint little towns in between rivers, marshes, and mountains. Indigenous civilizations, all with a rich cultural heritage.
The Barranquilla Carnival is a colorful celebration in which we get to express all the folklore and diversity of rhythms that make up the Greater Colombian Caribbean. Just like the Carnival, we are a region filled with joy, color, and diversity. We always have people from all around the world who get to experience firsthand our warmth.
It's impossible not to get caught up in the rhythm of these two regions. Their love of life is also reflected in productivity and entrepreneurship, in the creation of industry and renewable energies. This is a place that's quite simply impossible not to fall in love with.
So now you know we'll be expecting you. Jonathan, get over here. I want to bid farewell to our guests with a dance. Hey, Jonathan.
Are we dancing champeta?
Yes, sir. We are. Join in. Don't be shy.
You can definitely feel the rhythm of flavor in the air.
You can feel the heat, not only in the weather, but in all the people who live their lives passionately. You should never let that fire inside you go out. I'll see you soon to tell you more.
Okay, thank you so much. Bye. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. Bye.
So yan mga ka-travel, gusto yung tour natin dito sa Colombia. Nakita natin yung mga kultura, yung mga tradisyon nila. Yan. So dito tayo bababa. Pagbaba natin meron ditong kape. Tapos may mga binibentang souvenir. May mga pagkain, iba pa. So dito yung mga souvenir. So yan mga ka-travel, we're done. dito sa Colombia. Click the subscribe button and also the bell button so that you're updated to our videos.